Welcome to this 7-week journey into better sex, deeper intimacy, and personal magnetism to attract the life and relationships that you want. I'm Psalm Isadora. I'm a sex expert and intimacy coach, and I'm so excited to be able to help you and guide you through the many aspects of soulful sexuality. The first 3 weeks of this course is focused on the prep work, which is to identify and clear whatever roadblocks you have in your optimal sex and intimacy. This includes psychological, physiological, and energetic roadblocks. The following 3 weeks, we'll be getting into more of the physical side of things and what you can do, such as positions and Tantra massages, and that's where it gets a little sexy. In the last week of the course, I'm going to teach you how to channel all of these things that you've learned, not only to have better sex and intimacy, but to have a more successful life in general. The things that you will learn in this course can be applied to both men and women, whether you're single or in a relationship. And if you're single, this will help you to understand yourself at a deeper level and helping you attracting the life you want from within yourself first, which can be used to attract the right partner and prepare you for the relationship of deep connection and intimacy you desire. If you're already in a relationship or you're married, this course will really help you in also strengthening that bond for you and your partner. Each week's topics build on each other, so I would advise that you go through the course in succession, at least for the first round. And after that, you can always revert back to whatever week's topic is most relevant to what's happening in your life at any time. At the end of this 7 weeks, you'll be able to identify and break through those roadblocks to intimacy, give yourself permission for pleasure, and have mind-blowing sex. You'll be getting a lot of practical tools that can be used every day, from your office desk to the bedroom, and it will boost your pleasure, your arousal, and your connection. The more you commit to doing these exercises, the more powerful the results will be in your life. But it's up to you to make that decision to commit to this program. Now, during the course, I want you to remember that there will be times and moments where you'll feel a little uncomfortable as we stretch the bounds of your intimacy and the patterns you've been in your whole life. You're in this program because you want more. You want more pleasure, more love, more energy, more success. So you're going to have to stretch yourself to grow. So just remember, as we go through the 7 weeks together, if you ever hit one of those road bumps, don't panic, don't judge yourself, and don't judge the program. Just understand it's a perfectly normal part of this growth process and actually a sign that you're about to have a breakthrough and evolve to a whole other level. There's a quote that I really love by Anais Nin, and she says, "And the day came when the risk it took to remain tight in a bud was more painful than the risk it took to blossom." I want you to know I'm here for you. I have worked with tens of thousands of people before, and we're in this together. There is nothing you will experience that someone I've worked with before hasn't, and I've already built everything you need into this program to get through all of these roadblocks. And remember, without a little friction, life wouldn't be very exciting. And with friction comes climax. So I'm so happy that we're going to go on this journey together. So thank you for joining this class, and I'll see you in week 1. Welcome to week 1. In this week, you will discover the difference between tantric sex and regular sex, whether you're hyper or hyposexual, your erotic fingerprint, and common intimacy roadblocks and how to overcome them. Your mind is your biggest sex organ, so you must first learn how to overcome your psychological blocks to have better intimacy. How is tantric sex different than regular sex? Regular sex only connects you on a physical level. Tantra is a total mind, body, spirit connection, what I call soul sex. Tantra teaches you how to be authentic in intimacy and say what you really want, as well as being vulnerable enough to connect on a deeper level. Approaching sex as worship, as a ritual to connect with each other and something greater than ourselves. Tantra is mindful sexuality. It is a path to continually explore and expand, which means it keeps things interesting in the bedroom for long-term relationships, as well as if you're single. Sexual energy isn't just about having sex. It is the creative energy. It's the rocket fuel for your whole life. In India, this was called Shakti or Chi, the sexual dynamic energy that is in everything and animating all of us. We all come from sex, and so we shouldn't have such a taboo to talk about it and to educate ourselves on how to have better relationships, better intimacy, and more pleasure. Applying Tantra will allow you to experience whole body and multiple orgasms, whether you're a man or a woman. I firmly believe that how you do one thing is how you do everything. So how you eat is also how you make love. Now think about all the times you eat without really tasting your food. Maybe you eat your lunch and you're talking on the phone or sending emails. Did you even stop and taste anything? So I'm going to teach you a little exercise on how to eat chocolate in a tantric way. So I want you to get a piece of chocolate, and we're going to do this in the tantric way, which means delaying your gratification. So taking a piece of chocolate, instead of just eating it quickly while you're distracted, maybe thinking about something else, or like I said, looking at the computer or talking on your cell phone, I want you to stop everything and eat this piece of chocolate like you're making love. So take the piece of chocolate and really pause. And I want you to awaken all of your senses. So first, just holding it and just smell. Just take a moment and really smell until you start to feel your mouth salivate. So when you take the time to be in your body, then you start to feel your body's arousal, desire, and natural responses. So just smelling this chocolate, I can already feel my mouth watering. And then take a minute and just feel the texture of the chocolate. Just tease yourself as you play the chocolate, just across your lips, just tease yourself. And then you're gonna take that chocolate and again, take a few more minutes, breathe deep and smell, kind of tease yourself. And then you're gonna take the chocolate and just lick the chocolate. So taking a minute and really just tease, taste, and really let that desire build before you just consume it mindlessly. So just take this moment and then put it in your mouth. So just take that moment and really feel. Again, you moved a little slower. You delayed your gratification. You waited until your body responded. So we're gonna get into how to make love just like that, to actually slow down and to feel what your body wants and get out of your head and into awakening your senses. It will help you to be so much more conscious of what it is you truly desire and help you to let go of these roadblocks. Again, your mind is your biggest sex organ. So let's get out of those psychological roadblocks and awaken back into your body. Hi, I'm Psalm Isadora, and welcome to the Tantra Kiss Connection Meditation. So this is an amazing, amazing practice that will absolutely change your life and help you to have those breakthroughs in intimacy that you want. And it's really about, I think, even just learning to have intimacy with yourself through this practice, as well as being able to share intimacy with someone else. So when we go through this practice, if you don't have a partner at home, it's okay. You're basically going to imagine that you have a partner and kind of visualize going through these exercises with that partner of your choice, and you'll hold that as a visualization. But I'm going to be doing this practice here with Lily. and so it's a very simple practice, the Kiss Connection Method. And the K stands for kinetic. So again, Tantra is all about getting out of your head and into your body and awakening through the 5 senses and being more present. The I in the Kiss meditation stands for intimacy. So that intimacy that I think we're all really craving on some level, but we've kind of gone into that fear state where we're afraid to be vulnerable, to be open, to be intimate, to be naked and be seen in any moment. The first S in the KISS meditation stands for sensuality. So this is awakening and giving yourself permission to kind of be sensual, to slow everything down. And that's what the second S in KISS stands for, is slowing down so you can be more present. So we're going to go through this meditation together. And again, if you're alone, just visualize a partner. If you have a partner, then you'll be practicing together. Now there's 3 points of connection that we're going to practice. And the first point of connection is the hand-to-heart connection. So I'm going to take my hand and place it on her heart. She'll put her hand on my heart. And maybe before we do anything else, just take a few breaths, because this touch at the heart actually opens the heart chakra, and in a very scientific way, what that means is that it starts to release oxytocin, which is the love and bonding hormone. So simply having touch at your heart means you start to produce this oxytocin, love and bonding hormone in your body, and you start to think more positive and happy thoughts. So placing our hands over each other's hands really forms a seal and locks in this energy of connecting at your hearts and really giving and receiving this oxytocin. And so every time you inhale, I want you to do the second practice of connection, which is connecting at your breath. So first connection, hand to heart, we've established that. Now we're going to move to the second connection, breathing at the same time. So inhale and exhale together. Good, and so inhale, and you can even count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 1, 2, 3. Inhaling together for a count of 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And exhaling together for a count of 3. 1, 2, 3. So keep breathing at the same time. Now the breath you're doing is that bliss breath. And the bliss breath is that slight constriction at the back of your throat, so you hear a whispering sound, this kind of sensual whispering sound at the back of your throat. I like to call it the sexy Darth Vader sometimes, but you should really hear your breath, and you should be able to hear your partner's breath. If you can't hear each other's breath, then turn up the volume of your breathing. Your breath really becomes like this hypnotic music that you're listening to, and helps you get out of your head and into your body by using that sense of hearing. I'm hearing the breath. I'm feeling my lungs expand. So now we're going to move to the third point of connection. So you're going to hold the first point of connection, hand to heart, feel that heart energy exchanging, and we're breathing at the same time. Every inhale, you're receiving energy from your partner. So really feel inhale, receive that energy from your partner, and exhale, giving that energy back to your partner. Inhale, receiving. Feel your heart opening, your lungs expanding. Feel that blissful energy. Exhale. Sending energy back. With every inhale, I receive. And with every exhale, I give back. So this will help you to have that intimacy around your heart. When it gets scary to be vulnerable, scary to receive, you have to really let go of control. I can't control anyone else, but I can control my ability to just relax, receive, open your heart to that other person and their energy, and exhale, giving back and letting go of expectations. That's a really important part of this. As I inhale, I receive, I open my heart, and I exhale, giving back and letting go of any expectations. Just being present in this moment for this connection, without all the fear of the past or the future, just being present through the body. Tantra is awakening through the senses and feeling your body. Okay, so now this third connection is the eye connection. So go ahead, and if you can, you're just going to hold the eye connection. This is a little special technique, and it's diffused field of vision. So as you look into your partner's eyes, you also look at the whole room around them, which softens the gaze. So you're looking directly into your partner's eyes, as well as seeing the whole room. Every inhale together, every exhale together. Softening that gaze. The eyes are the windows to the soul. So just imagine, just being very present, naked in the moment. Let yourself see and be seen. We even have a taboo of really not letting people see us, or not taking the time to really look into someone's eyes and into their energy. And keep inhaling together and exhale. Inhaling. Exhale. And even feel that you're giving and receiving energy at your eyes. So inhale, receiving that gaze, the energy from your partner's eyes, and exhale, sending them energy back. Inhale, I receive. And exhale, I let go, giving back without expectations. Inhale, receive. And exhale, giving back, letting go of expectations. Go to just 3 more breaths together. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Good. So I just like to end the practice. We just bow to each other, and namaste actually means that very pure place in me bows to that very pure place in you. And in that moment, everything else is gone. Just that feeling of connection and bliss. So that's the kiss connection practiced on this level, which is the friend and family level and the love level. Later on in the course, I'll be teaching you how to practice it on the erotic level. But I want you to keep repeating this video, and notice that every time you repeat the video, it's a different experience. They always say you can't put your hand in the same river twice. So really every day when I do this practice, I notice different things about myself, or if it's with the same person or a different person. Really just being present means every moment is like a fresh new moment. And what most of us are doing is walking around with we're just locked in our left brain saying everything's going to be like the past. And so we have fear of abandonment, fear of being hurt. That's what keeps us from being able to have that intimacy that we can experience through the kiss meditation. But by being in the body and practicing this, you go out of that left brain state of fear of the past and moving into this present moment where anything is possible. Anything. So thank you, Lily.
Thank you, Sam.
And thank you, everybody. And I'll see you in the next video. So this next section is a group exercise. And so our group exercise for this module is the kiss meditation. And the reason why I want to do this as group meditation together is because I got a lot of questions from you. How do I do the kiss meditation alone? And so by teaching this to you as a group exercise on this call, not only am I going to be able to answer those questions, I want you to know that when we do this together, even though we're not sitting in the same room, the fact that we're doing this as a group exercise means that we start to really have a group healing and a group empowerment. It is incredible what happens when we all do this together. And I really can feel your energy and your connection in this group exercise, even though we're not in the same room together. So I'm excited to be able to do this with, all of you globally. I mean, how exciting is that? Is we're literally able to now connect globally through this platform, in this Tantra Touch program, and start to have this exchange of intimacy. Like I said, let's get naked together, intimately and emotionally, and to start to have this kind of healing and power and channeling. All right, so I want to show you the process of doing this alone, and doing this. I got a question from somebody named Tracy, and she said, when demonstrating the KISS method, can I demonstrate it as if no one was there with me? And that's exactly what I'm about to do in this group exercise. And And then I had somebody else ask, Chris, can I do the kiss meditation on my own or in front of a mirror? Or does that not make any sense? Actually, Chris, that makes perfect sense. So in this group exercise, you're going to use your computer and you're going to do this with me as your reflection. But you can also do this when you're alone and not on this group call. You can do this sitting by yourself and visualizing that there's someone else sitting across from you. Now you can visualize that's me, because now you've gotten used to, seeing me in the video courses. And so you can use me to visualize doing this exercise with you at any time. Or you can visualize someone you love right now or from your past when you sit and do the kiss meditation. Or you can sit with a mirror so you see yourself as that reflection when you do the kiss meditation, which can also be an incredibly powerful exercise. Because like I said, we really do need to start to build up to having more self-love. That's the most important thing that we can learn to do in life and in this course, is develop self-love. And then that will start to expand into every area of your life. So let's get into doing this exercise, together as a group exercise. And I want you to know, if you're doing this course alone, that you're still going to get so many benefits, whether you have a partner or you're alone, that even right now I want you to feel the power of this group and feel the power of starting to build up self-love. Okay, so we're going to do this group exercise. I want you to just start by kind of sitting up tall, and I want you to ground yourself in your body. So feel yourself growing roots into the earth. Feel your hips and feel this, that your body is so beautiful and so powerful, and be fully alive and present in your body. And then we're gonna go into doing the first step of this, which is I want you to start to go into the bliss breath. So bring your fingers to your throat and just feel that touch at your throat. And we're gonna start to inhale and exhale, taking a deep inhale together through your nose, long, slow, deep inhale. And long, slow, deep exhale together. I want you to breathe just through your nose, not your mouth. Inhale, long, slow, deep inhale together. Exhaling through your nose, long, slow, deep exhale together. Inhaling through your nose, long, slow, deep inhale through your nose. Exhaling through your nose, long, slow, deep exhale through your nose. Good. Now, we're going to move to the second step of the bliss breath. Now that you're taking long, slow, deep breaths and really being deeply embodied and feeling your body grounded into the earth, I want you to lightly constrict the back of your throat so that when you inhale and exhale, you make this whispering sound, which I like to call the sexy Darth Vader. Remember, because I said you're being a little playful, but it means this should be loud enough for you to hear it. So don't be scared of that. So we're gonna now turn up the volume and do the sexy Darth Vader part of the bliss breath. So now I want you to hear the volume of my breath turned up, inhaling together. Exhaling together. Inhaling together. Exhaling together. Inhaling together. Exhaling together. So hearing that breath, that whispering sound, that's what part of what makes this blissful. So when I do that whispering sound, I immediately feel all this tingling happening in my body, and I start to feel much more blissful. I feel that serotonin and dopamine releasing, and my brain gets a little bit happy and buzzy. And I'm gonna exhale. And again, I feel that kind of sensual, blissful energy. It's kind of orgasmic energy by breathing deep through my nose and by doing that sound, that sexy Darth Vader whispering sound. I actually start to go into this kind of hypnotic state of blissfulness and orgasmic energy. So remember, you can tap into that anytime. It's pretty amazing. Okay, so now we're going to go into the second part of the KISS meditation. Stay with that bliss breath, sound breath. And now I want you to put your hand up to the screen. And I want you to feel you're having a heart connection with me. So use me as your visual tool in this webinar. I'm connecting with all of you out there globally, and we're all connecting with each other. Right now, I want you to feel that we can have this connection with each other in this group exercise globally. There's so many of you on this call right now. I want you to feel how we're connecting. And now take a deep inhale all together. Inhale, receive energy that you see coming through my hand, through the screen. And then I want you to exhale, send me your energy through your hand, through the screen. As you exhale. And inhale, I want you to breathe the energy I'm sending you through the screen, through my hand. Inhale, breathe that into your heart. And exhale, I want you to send me your energy through your hearts, through the computer screens. And again, inhale. I want you to inhale and breathe that energy. I'm sending you my loving energy through the computer screen, through my hand. And then exhale. I want you to send that energy, and I'm receiving your energy through my hand. And again, inhale. Receive that energy through your hand and through your heart. And exhale, send that energy back to me. And I'm going to feel that energy you're sending to me, and I'm sending energy to you. So how beautiful is that? And we're going to keep doing this. And now I want you to open your eyes, and I want you to just receive. I'm going to keep my eyes open and look into this computer screen. And I want you, as you inhale, receive the energy I'm sending you through my eyes. So we inhale together. And exhale, let go and send me your energy through your eyes. And again, I want you to soften your gaze. So as you're looking into my eyes through this screen, I want you to also see everything in the whole room around you. And what that immediately does is changes from your eyesight being tight or kind of like leaning into the screen too much. I want you to just relax and see the whole room and diffuse that field of vision. So again, inhale. I'm receiving energy through your eyes and your heart, and exhale, sending that energy back through your eyes and through your heart. Inhale, breathe in and receive. And exhale, send back through your hand and through your eyes. Inhale, breathing deep. And receiving energy through your eyes, through your hands, through your heart to heal, to empower, to feel blissful. And exhale, sending that back. And feeling yourself letting go. Inhale, receive. And exhale, sending that energy back. Keep your eyes open. Now, as you inhale, I want you to maybe feel if there's anywhere in your heart that you have been blocked, or that you have pain or an intimacy block from receiving love or an intimacy. And then I want you to exhale, let that go. Use this group exercise and this time to let that go. And again, inhale, breathe in. And feel yourself healing your heart and letting go of any blockages. If anything comes up, any pain, any shutting down, don't judge yourself, and then let go and give back love without any expectation. Inhale, breathing in. No judgment, just open your heart, open yourself, and exhale, let go, and give back without expectation. Again, inhale, breathing in, whether you're feeling shutting down, abandonment issues, fear of intimacy, if you feel a little judgment, it's okay, just let that go. Keep breathing in and receive, and exhale. letting go, giving back, and letting go of any expectations. And again, inhale, breathing in. I inhale and I allow myself to receive love and intimacy. And I let go on the exhale of any fear from my past of judgment. Inhale, receive love. Open your heart, feel that expanding at your heart, no judgment. And exhale, letting go and giving back. Inhale again. Receiving feelings of love and opening your heart. And exhale, letting go of any pain and any fear and any expectations. And inhale, open your heart and receive again. And exhale, sending energy back. Letting go of any expectations. So we're going to take 3 more breaths just like this. Inhale, breathing in. I allow myself to be vulnerable and to receive love. And exhale, I send that back without any expectations and let go. Inhale, breathing in, I allow myself to receive. Letting go of self-judgment and judgment of others. And exhale, I send energy back and I let go of expectations. And last breath together, just like this. Inhale. Inhaling, I open my heart and I allow myself to receive love without judgment of myself or others. And I exhale. I send that energy back and I let go of expectations. Good, so now let your breathing come back to normal. Just kind of take a few deep breaths after that group exercise of the KISS meditation. So I know for me, I felt my heart really expand and open. I mean, even physically right now, I feel so much more expanded and open and a little bit, I'm buzzing a little bit with all this energy that we shared in this group exercise all around the world. And I just want you to know that even if you're doing this program alone, you can benefit so much by starting to just do this visualization. And you can, imagine anyone sitting across from you from your past, or someone you can imagine, or you can always visualize me sitting there and giving and receiving energy from you in this KISS meditation and practicing these intimacy and healing together. And I want you to know that I'm always here for you, and that when things come up for you, don't give up and don't shut down. That's a normal part of this process. If your old pains and fears come up, that's why you shut down in the past, and that's why we're now going to actually break through and have so much more empowerment and love and intimacy together. So the end game with Tantra is about what you want and you desire in your life. It's helping people break through these blockages they have to intimacy, but also these blockages they have to their own Shakti, which again is the most powerful energy you have. It is the rocket fuel for you to live the life of purpose and passion that you want. So in the course, I take people through the 7 levels so that wherever you're at, you're gonna get exactly what you need. Whether you're single or you're in a relationship, whether it's a man or a woman, I've designed this course to meet everybody exactly where they are. And the first part of the course is really around identifying where those blockages are so that we can start to break through them. And in week 1 of this course, I really teach what is the difference between tantric sex and regular sex, and the psychological roadblocks for men and women, and male and female energy of yin and yang and how to balance that. Maybe, if you're a man with imbalanced energy or a woman with imbalanced energy, how you can learn to start to balance that. And also how to identify if you're hyper or hyposexual. So I've also designed it so that you have a daily video practice. It's 20 minutes, just 20 minutes, and it's going to start to flood your system with dopamine, serotonin, all these happy hormones. And that first week is about the kiss meditation, which will help you to develop intimacy and connection. And in week 1, you're also going to have a workbook where you write down and identify what your erotic root is. And this is where we go back to your childhood and really look at, what patterns were you given around your sexuality and intimacy and relationships? And are they empowering to your life right now or disempowering to your life right now? So at the end of week 1, you're gonna feel this massive breakthrough in intimacy and in the ability to give and to receive. Now, you can do my daily video with a partner or on your own. And what you're going to find is it's just going to start to strip away the layers of that fight, flight, or freeze or numbness that you have. And you're going to have a massive heart opening at the end of week 1. And that's that first level. So the commitment that it takes for this massive intimacy breakthrough is just 20 minutes a day of doing that daily practice video, as well as about 2 hours of watching content on the weekend. So you can see it's completely doable. Anybody can find 20 minutes a day to have these kinds of breakthroughs in your life. In week 2, I'm going to be getting into this second level, and this is going to be about the benefits of sex as helping your brain to be happier and healthier, more creative, the benefits of orgasm. And I'm also going to go through the 4 main roadblocks to orgasm, as well as how to work with healing trauma. This week, in week 2, you're going to have a 20-minute practice, which is 3-part Tantra breath work, as well as the secret squeeze practice. It's very secret and it's very exciting. And the breakthrough that you're going to have at the end of week 2 is going to be understanding your patterns of where your stress builds up in your life, that's fight or flight, and where you have your pleasure addictions. So that may surprise you, because it isn't just about sex. You may get that release from stress and pleasure in how you eat your food or alcohol or so many other ways that we use to relieve our stress that sometimes become addictions. And you'll have a breakthrough in understanding that and moving past that. And for week 2, the commitment that you need to have that breakthrough is just 20 minutes a day. Again, doing that 3-part Tantra breath every day and the secret squeeze, and about 2 hours of watching the weekly content and lectures. So in week 3, we're going to get to the 3rd level. And this is about learning the 7 chakras and the intimacy blocks, as well as learning the microcosmic orbit, which helps you to have multiple orgasms. Wouldn't that be nice? The other thing you're going to learn here is Tantra touch. And your daily practice this week is going to be the microcosmic orbit technique and how to activate all of your chakras. Now, in your writing, you're going to write about the experience of having all of your chakras awakened with that sexual energy and what that feels like to you. At the end of week 3, you're going to have the experience of having that Shakti, that sexual energy, moving through all your chakras without any blockages, and how amazing that feels. So in week 4, we're going to get into sacred sexuality. So this is the really sensual, sexy stuff. And those of you who want to have this erotic breakthrough, in this week we're going to cover how to have multiple orgasms for men and women. And this is really an energy technique that you're going to learn, and it will completely revolutionize your whole life. It'll give you, it's not just about sex again, even if you feel you're not ready to take that into the bedroom or sex, it's going to give you more energy every day, and you can do it with your clothes on or start practicing with a partner. So there's a full range to meet you wherever you're comfortable. Your daily practice is going to include the milking technique and multiple orgasms. So this is where you're going to really get into learning sacred sexuality and breaking through all those intimacy blocks to experience more pleasure. Some of you may be wondering, maybe you're too old to do this practice. It's not true. Age has nothing to do with the Shakti and with the sexual energy. In fact, one of my students was 70 years old when she had a massive breakthrough. And she'd been married for 35 years. Her and her husband had gotten to a point that their marriage was drifting apart. Their intimacy had drifted apart, and she didn't have a lot of hope for it. You know, they've been married so long, I think a lot of people just think, nah, that part of our life is over. But she came and studied Tantra with me, and and her husband didn't even do it. So if you have any doubts, will this work if your partner isn't learning it with you? It works even if you're doing it on your own. So she came and studied Tantra and went back, and her husband said, like, what are you doing? This is the most amazing sex we've ever had in our lives at 70, after 35 years of marriage. So age is not an issue, the amount of time you've been together isn't an issue, and whether or not your partner studies this with you is not an issue. This will help you to have a breakthrough no matter what. It is amazing, and to me, again, when people don't step forward and choose this, you know, it just makes me sad. I'm like, how long are you gonna go without utilizing these tools that can make your whole life so much better, make your relationships last longer, and be more exciting? It's actually so simple to do if you just say yes. So in week 5, we're gonna get into the 5th level, and this gets even sexier in our sacred sexuality. I'm gonna teach you how to create a ritual of the 5 senses. So really turning sex into worship again, or prayer. And I'm also going to teach you how to give and receive Tantra massage and different levels of connection with the kiss meditation, as well as orgasming together. And your daily practice is going to be 24 minutes of partnered O yoga. At the end of week 5, you're going to really know what it is to have this sacred experience of Tantra and turning sex into this ritual and giving and receiving these kinds of Tantra touch and massage. In week 6, we're going to get into the Kama Sutra. So we're going to get into different positions that help to give you the most pleasure to both partners. And I also teach you how to apply the 10 tantric secrets into each of those poses. And I promise it's completely different than anything you've experienced before. It takes sex to a whole other level of just being deeper, more pleasurable, and more intimate. And I also teach you how to give and receive sacred spot massage for him and her. And your daily practice is going to be taking one of those positions and applying all of the 10 secrets. And you can do that with or without a partner. So at the end of week 6, you're going to really have that experience of, you know, being able to experience that deeper pleasure and intimacy with your partner, because all of those blockages to your intimacy will be melting away. And you will be connecting on an entirely different level, especially when you learn that ritual of the 5 senses and how to give and receive these sacred spot massages where you're really worshiping each other and treating that as the most sacred thing that 2 humans can do together. It's really amazing. I wish, I hope everybody takes this, because I want to see you on the other side of that breakthrough. So week 7 is the 7th level, and this is one of my favorite things to teach, because this is where we go beyond sex. So again, the first section of this course is designed to help you recognize those blocks and to break through them. The second section was really about, when we get sexy and starting to experience sacred sexuality once all those intimacy blocks break away. But week 7, we go beyond sex and we learn how to take your sexual energy and to use it to manifest anything you want in your life. So I call this sex magic, and understanding that that's kind of that secret sauce that no one's taught you, and how you can use creative visualizations and take that sexual energy. Again, sex is something so powerful, it can create a new human life. But you can take that same creative energy, and once you learn to visualize and focus it, you can use it to create anything. Some of the greatest artists of all time, or entrepreneurs, or performers, athletes, they've learned how to harness that sexual energy and really focus it into an area they want to be excellent at and perform at a very elite level. And I personally work with a lot of, A-list celebrities, professional athletes, and they really know how to take that sexual energy and put it into their chosen area of focus, and to really then excel far beyond what most other people will ever experience in their life. So again, that's week 7. At the end of week 7, you will understand how to be a master of sex and how to master your sexual energy with these creative visualizations to really achieve anything you desire in your life. And whether you have a partner or not, you're going to benefit from this program. If you don't have a partner yet, it's going to help you attract a partner. And if you already have a partner, it's going to help you to stay together. That's not a problem. If your partner isn't ready, You doing this program on your own is going to level up your sex life. I told the story about one female student I had. Her husband wasn't ready to do Tantra. She did it on her own, and he said, you know, it was the best sex they ever had. He said, what are you doing? So just know by doing it on your own, you'll improve the sex life for both of you. And who knows, that might get your partner interested in starting to do it with you. So if your sex life is already amazing, then this is the program. Learning Tantra is really going to help you to take that energy to the next level. I started studying Tantra, and my block wasn't that I didn't have great sex. I already had great sex. It was then understanding there was such a deeper level of it being sacred, of it being spiritual. And even though I'd had good sex before, once I learned Tantra, it was so massively different, and you have to really feel that and experience it for yourself.